Flosstube. It is Erin the Hiking Stitcher, and I'm coming at you today with a Flosstube Extra because, surprise, surprise, I got a box! So I had completely forgotten that May is one of the months that you get a subscription box from the Black Needle Society. And so this was a complete joy and a complete surprise to me to get. So I am excited to share all the goodies with you. So let's see what we have. So first thing is the spoiler card. So this is the Stitching Together box. And this box is filled with goodies all about stitching with your friends. So whether you go to a weekly or monthly stitching meetup, like I do, or if you go to retreats, there's so many goodies in here. So let us begin with whatever amazing things are in here. So the first thing that I saw when I opened up the box was the specialty floss. And so this floss is called the Stitcherhood Thread Set. So let me show it to you and then I'll describe them. So these are all done by Fiberlicious Fibers. So I'm trying to find a way to show them off to you. It's kind of hard to see them all, but they are a gorgeous set of colors. So let me show you the names of them. So these are dyed by Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. So Gwen had some beautiful thoughts about this month's thread set. Hearth and Thread, that would be this one. So this is Hearth and Thread. It's got some pinks and some tans to it here. Kind of hold it up there a little bit in the light. This color symbolizes the warmth of gathering, the golden glow of friendship, and the comfort of a stitcher's retreat. And then the next one, Willow Haven. There's Willow Haven. So this is a little bit more of a greenish tint. It's Willow Haven. Willow Haven is inspired by peaceful stitching retreats and the bond of stitcherhood. There goes Beaux. Bye, Beaux. And this last one, Kindred Stitches. And so this is kind of a bluish purple color. Kindred Stitches. This nostalgic blend represents the deep bonds of friendship, shared laughter, and the comforting embrace of stitcherhood. I like that, stitcherhood. So once again, these are all done by Fiberlicious, and they are absolutely gorgeous together. So there they all are one more time. So those are getting tucked right back in my specialty floss box. So then the next thing that I pulled out comes in this pretty little bag. And so when I first saw this, I kind of had to do a little WTF. Beaux. Beau's just being a... So at first I thought this was a needle minder. I'm like, this is really cool, but it's not a needle minder. Hi, Beaux. You can say hi to everybody? Beaux, I'm trying to film a floss tube, Beaux. No, you cannot have this. No, no. Say hi to everybody at least. Hi, this is Beaux. He's beautiful. But right now, I'm on the floor at his level, and he wants to be a part of this. Hold, please. Oh, no. Oh, never mind. Now he's like, oh, okay. You gonna lay down? Lay down. The joys of having a dog. Anyhow, so this, I was thinking if it was a needle minder, and then I kind of did this little thing. I was like, what the heck? It just spins. And then it does, I was like, what the heck? But when I read the spoiler card, it made perfect sense. So this is a portable bag hook curated by the Black Needle Society. Sorry about that. So anyhow, as I was saying, I saw this thing. I'm like, what the ever-loving heck? So it's just playing with it, playing with it, playing with it. And it's a bag hook. So what this is you can fold it away. And it's like, I think it's got a little magnet to it. But you unfold it, and then you lay it out like this. And so what you do is you set it on the table. So you see again? So this can literally be set on a table and then you can hang your purse from it or hang your stitching bag. Up to 6.5 pounds. So for me, I don't know if I can do that because in all honesty, my stitching bag always weighs more than 6.5 pounds. But then you just fold it back up and slide it back in the bag. So that was anything. It just took me a minute to realize what it was because I normally don't use those. So then the next thing that came in the bag was this beautiful vinyl sticker, or as I used to say, vinyl. So friends who stitch together, stick together. So this would work great on a cup, on your laptop, on your tablet. But I love this because some of my best friends have been made through stitching. So this is art by Kitster Kronk. So stitching event tip, don't forget to bring a cup or a bottle for water with a lid. And this sticker will make the perfect first piece of decoration to attach. So this for your retreat water bottle. There you go. And then a beautiful garlic and onion cheese ball or a dip mix. And so I really like this because it is gluten-free, it is vegetarian friendly. And so with this, you can go ahead and make dip. You can make a cheese ball. So this is made by Wildwood Specialty Foods. And so this says, need something snacky to bring to a stitching meetup? You grab the crackers and we've got you covered on the dip. Just follow the instructions to mix this up and have a tasty treat while putting in those stitches. So to all of my Old House stitching crew, guess what I'm bringing to the next meetup? And so as we continue in there, the next thing, I thought this was just a beautiful sentiment. Any day with you is my favorite day. Aww. So at first I was wondering if this was a pattern book or what it was, but this actually is a retreat journal. And the art is by Katarina Book Designs. And so the nice thing about this, so you open it up and the first page is what to pack for a stitching retreat. So I just did a video on that. And so as I was looking at the list of on here and the list of what I tend to pack, this is pretty darn close. There's only a couple on here that I was like, oh, I hadn't thought about things like Q-tips or that's about like everything else I think I've looked at some point or another. But I thought Q-tips was a great idea, so I'm going to toss those in my stitching bag. And then in there, you get a little bit of a retreat, the dates, so you can fill in the dates, the venue name, your table mates, just make a list of all the cool stuff in your favorite moments. And then you can do that that's most of the book. And then in the very back, you can do contacts. So people that you meet there, you can say, oh yeah, I met this person and here's their social media. And as a reminder, which is great because at retreats, I meet so many people and I sometimes forget. And then somebody will come up to me and go, I saw you at this retreat last year. And I'm like, you did? So this is actually going to be really, really helpful. So this is going right into my retreat bag. This is great. Thank you. And then the next thing in here is the Ohana accessory tray. I love these little snap trays. You just stick them together and you can, just snap. Come on, snap. I gotta be smarter than, there we go. Snap one, snap two, snap three, and snap four. So there you go. So then it comes out looking like that, and in there you can stick whatever you want in there, and it's a good place to just tuck stuff, hang onto your accessories at your stitching table. So this was made by NTSD Gaming and Bookish Goods. Let your family keep your stitching accessories safely tucked away at a stitching event. Ohana encompasses a spectrum of people who make up your extended family circle. It is about support and loyalty, which very much describe our stitching friends. Absolutely, I love you all. So this is the Ohana accessory tray. And on the back, look at that. So cute. And then this one is a premium item. So this is one of the first boxes I've gotten where they have not done a needle minder, but they said rather than sending a needle minder, they reallocated their budget to upgrade another item in the box. And so that would be this beautiful thing. And at first I thought this was a bag, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. You know, you have a bag for your stuff from retreat. And then I opened it up and I went, oh, it is a table mat. So this, let me tell you about it first. This is the Woodland Stitchers Retreat Stitching Mat. So the artwork is by Heather Gretton Art, and it's cute. It's got like fox and rabbit, and oh, that's nice. So what a stitching mat is, and this is, so there's a little magnet. So when you close it, there's a magnet that holds it closed right about here. So this will double as a needle minder. And then up here, you have some hooks so you can put floss rings, put your scissors. And then there is plenty of thread bed. So this fabric here helps if you lay your threads down, it's not going to go moving on you. And then there's these pouches here to save things. So then you can just fold it up and walk away with it. So I thought, so this is something I'd seen people with something similar at different retreats, and I hadn't even considered getting something like this. So now that I have it, I'm like, I know I can use this, because I go to a weekly sit and stitch at a store called Artful Stitches in Locust Grove, Virginia. It's a needlepoint store, but they let us cross stitchers come and join. And once a month, I meet up with my Old House stitching group at Old House Winery. And on top of that, I do a couple of retreats every year. So this will get a lot of use really quickly. So what the Black Needle Society says is, when we dreamed up this box, we knew that we wanted to find a way to send a stitching mat. These had become popular accessories at stitching events. They are also extremely useful with pockets for storing scissors, pens, needles, notions, etc. This mat also includes a thread bed, a magnet closure which doubles as a needle minder, hooks for floss rings, and a larger pocket for you to slip your hoop or pattern into. So this is going to work out really, really great to take with me to all my retreats. So that's going right in my retreat bag as well. And then the final thing is the pattern. And oh, this pattern is awesome. So this pattern is from Tiny Modernist, and it's called Changed for Good. And it's a quote from Wicked. And it is a 112 by 121 pattern, so it's not terribly big. Although these pictures always make it look bigger. So essentially on a 14 count, it would be an 8 by 8.5. That's not too bad, especially because I tend to stitch more on 16 or 18. And it does not look like there is any fractional stitches, so more than likely I would stitch this on Aida. But this would also be really pretty on a white or a tan even weave. So this is designed by Tiny Modernist. Are you looking for a new retreat start? May we suggest this beautiful new design featuring a quote from Wicked, designed by Cheryl at Tiny Modernist. This piece would also make a great project to pass around to others at retreat if you would like a memento that was stitched on by your retreat friends. Cute idea. You know, everybody could stitch a flower. Something to consider. So that was the Stitching Together box. And so coming up next, our books with BNS. On June 7th, we're going to be reading Sunrise. We've read Sunrise on the Reaping. And then the next one coming out in the September box. So it's not the next one coming out, but so there'll be one in July and then one in September. And the one in September is Autumn Abundance. And the designer is the Artsy Housewife. So I'm excited for that one because I love her designs, and autumn is my favorite season. So if you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe. And if there's anything that you see here that you really, really like, head on over to the Black Needle Society's website and look in their vault. Probably, I would say June 1st. They usually release the extras from the boxes on the 1st of the month following the box delivery. So they will be there. And if you want, I don't have a code, but I have friends who have codes for 5% off. So if you like what you see, I can hook you up with one of their codes. So anyhow, once again, I am the Hiking Stitcher. And don't forget, never let anybody else tell you what to do. You just go ahead and you stitch your own stitch. Have a great day, guys.